Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey.
There we go. We got this.
Is it rolling?
Yeah.
Are we going?
Look at this.
It's always rolling.
You know who's performing right next to you tonight?
Shane Gillis.
Wait, is he performing tonight?
No, who?
Jeff Dunham.
Oh, yeah, because you can see from our window all the people that are doing well.
Yeah.
And
How is Jeff Dunham doing well?
I don't know him.
He's got.
You don't know who Jeff Dunham is?
I know the name.
No, he's the puppet guy.
He has the puppets, the like racist terrorist.
Well,
puppet.
he's doing the theater.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah, the racist terrorist probably kills in Boston.
He fucking. You don't know who he is.
I know the name.
Do you know any puppet comedians?
His friend Diego.
Yeah.
You have a friend who does puppet.
He has one puppet that's a mini version of himself.
Yeah.
Is it like good?
Oh yeah, he pulls.
Yeah.
He says he'll be like I don't want to do his bit, but he'll be like I want to show you guys all my little guy. I'm gonna show you guys my little guy, and he gets the audience thinking that he's gonna pull out his penis, and then he goes and he pulls a version of himself out of his pants.
His new headshot is also him dressed as a woman.
Does he have it in the headshot, the puppet?
No, he doesn't do the bit all the time.
His headshot
Is he does he do drag?
No, he's just doing it for spots.
Sometimes he does.
He's doing, there's this thing in Boston Comedian where comedians, you'll never see them be gay, but they'll pretend to be gay to get do gay shows.
Tell him about the guy who became a Native American Indian.
There's an Elizabeth Warren comedian.
Yeah, this is so funny.
There's a I don't even know the correct pronouns, but when I met him, he was a fella that came. He's like a theater guy who came to school that I went to, and by the end of the school, he was a woman who was Native American.
That's why
He started as a white guy and ended as a Native American woman.
Hey, do you know? I have to ask you about references. Do you know Mrs. Doubtfire?
Of course.
Okay. Well, you didn't know Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, Jeff Dunham is
You got to learn the history of comedy.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. She's not a comedy.
He's
nerd.
on the Mount Rushmore. Him and all his puppets.
Yeah,
I know a lot about Skankfest in 2019. I know the history of comedy.
No, Mrs. Doubtfire, but the remake, but they actually transition.
Ooh, is that happening?
No.
Oh, I figured that sounded like.
Eric has a really good idea for Forrest Gump. He's trying to pitch it.
Oh yeah, well, this isn't more an idea. It would be a sketch, but it's it's just like if they remade a bunch of movies that you wouldn't think should be gender swapped, but like Forrest Gump. That's a completely different movie if it's a retarded woman with AIDS.
Yeah, well, you can't have sex with. You can have sex with a retarded guy, but you can't.
If a retarded guy, no retarded woman with a retarded woman
who gets AIDS from just some hippie.
Yeah, you can't
from some hippie guy who leaves her.
Yeah.
That would be fucked up. It wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be a fun, nice movie.
I want them to remake I Am Sam with I Am Samantha. That's what I want.
I want the old killer slashers like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but with Bertha.
Okay.
Big tits flopping with a chainsaw.
Yeah, you should get that done.
Popping out the sides of the apron.
Exactly.
I watched the worst horror movie. It was called Slaughterhouse. It was about a sloth that just kills everyone in a sorority house.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was good.
Was it good bad?
Yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was good.
Horror is that genre where it's
it can still be good when it's so bad.
You can't do a drama that's bad. If acting in a drama's bad, you're
I don't know.
Did you do theater, either of you?
Fuck that. No, this guy did.
What did you do in boarding?
He did improv.
I
did coke.
I didn't do improv.
You did coke in boarding school?
Yeah. I wasn't doing theater.
I was a loser in boarding school.
I was doing coke and playing lax.
Oh my! Is that what the lax girls did?
I did.
I always wondered, because I was a loser at my boarding school, because I was I got a full ride and I was a day student. So they're you're double, double outsider. So now I just know the lax girls were just doing coke.
All of them.
Any of them other than you?
Yeah, for sure.
Did it make you play better?
I wasn't doing it before I played. Actually, this is funny. I had a friend who went to one of the best. She went to a UVA or one of those schools, and she played lacrosse there. Mm-hmm. Got like whatever scholarship and stuff for lacrosse, and she loved cocaine. And they made it into the NCAA finals, and then they were doing random drug tests, and she tested positive for coke, and everyone on the team was like, "What the fuck?" She was like, "Who's gonna drug test the third string goalie?" And they were like, "Why are you even doing coke at the hotel during the NCAA?"
Because doesn't coke get out of your system like
3 days.
Yeah.
I've
She
never
must've
done it.
Just done it.
Yeah. That's what I mean. She was doing it at the hotel.
Is that a performance? Do you think if you did it beforehand, you would do better?
I think it depends on the sport.
Maybe if
What sports are better on coke?
Not the
100-yard dash.
Endurance one. Endurance.
Probably have a
ones,
heart
no.
attack though.
Yeah, endurance sports, no. Unless you get like unless it's
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't do cocaine.
No,
You've never done it?
I've done cocaine.
No.
All right, I've never done cocaine. No, I have,
Allegedly.
I have done.
He's done
I don't-
Adderall. He snorted Adderall
I don't-
twice.
I don't like.
He snorted Adderall before an improv show.
I don't.
That's tough.
I've never done an improv show in my life.
He snorted Adderall before.
You yes-anded that real fucking. Wait.
I've never done an improv show. I have done cocaine. I don't like cocaine.
Have you done? Wait, what is this Adderall before the improv?
It's just his vibe.
No,
his vibes Adderall before an improv
guess-
scene.
yeah, that's
I used to
fair.
do
That's
improv. It's
aesthetic.
really nerdy. It deserves to be made fun of as an art form.
Everyone makes fun of it.
Especially
Yeah.
the fact that you have to go in and pay to practice.
You have to take yourself so seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to take yourself so seriously as being funny. It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Can you describe my energy when I came in here?
Your energy was very Eeyore like. Yeah, you acted like the stuff you were holding didn't even belong to you. Like you found it in the hallway and you were
Yeah.
tired of
It's
carrying
like you
it.
were returning it.
Oh, I thought you meant like I thought you meant the stuff I was carrying emotionally.
That too. That shows where you are right now.
You
That
meant
shows-
my actual podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
equipment.
You were like, I was like, I don't know what that is. I was like, is this a bomb?
No, the reason I ask is because I feel like I got to take shit so serious now.
Why?
To like grow.
As an
To
artist,
be like a business.
Are you
to
tr-
make money?
what
you
type
gotta-
of business are you becoming?
To make money from comedy and art, don't you have to take it a little bit more serious?
Yeah, you have to take it seriously. But then if you get too serious, how are you going to be funny?
That's
Right.
what I mean. Being an adult, like I want to fucking eat McDonald's and get my dick sucked and like do DMT. Like I don't want to be an adult.
That's
you know.
He said being an adult, and then you listed 3 things that like
No,
I
that's
just
the
wanted
shit
to
I
do at
love.
14.
That's the shit I love now. I don't want to be an adult. I don't want to
I
have
don't
to
want to
like.
grow up.
Yeah, I don't want to have to send emails.
You send a lot of emails?
Do you not?
No,
I sent a lot of emails.
I don't email at all. I barely logged in.
When's the last time you sent an email?
Like a comedy email?
Yeah. Do you don't reach out to people?
I have, but I always just DM people. I never email anyone.
That's the same thing.
Where do you find an email address even these days?
That is true. It's like calling someone's like house phone.
Yeah. Sometimes I fax them.
It's weird because I will use Bluetooth AirPods and it'll make sense, but faxing still doesn't make sense to me. How does a
What does that mean?
Yeah, what is?
how does a fax machine work?
Oh, how
Like
does it
I don't
work?
care. Like a Bluetooth,
I never
can
got it either.
Yeah,
It's like I understand FaceTime more than faxing.
right. Yeah, I don't. I think that we're well past fax. That's like trying to dive into like how did people send telegrams? Who cares?
Vinyls came back. You never know. Faxing might come
I
back.
think pagers were cool.
The way you said faxing, you said it sounded like vaxing.
Faxing's coming back.
You're an
everybody.
anti-faxer.
Yeah, these faxing caused autism. These kids just got obsessed over how they worked so much.
I could
That
see
is-
that. Do you
Sending
pretend you're
messages to the
autistic for stage time?
I know, but I do convince myself I'm autistic at a certain time of night.
What time is that and why?
I just
have to
because there's a
send
certain time of
emails.
night I'm fucked up enough that I just think I'm retarded. You don't know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I think that more so soberly the day after I'm like I don't have anything going on in my brain.
That happens to me a lot too when I'm sober. Sometimes I'll look around and I'll do something really dumb, and then I'll look around and I'll just kind of say to myself quietly, like, I think I'm retarded.
What's the most retarded thing you do on a regular basis?
Take my credit card, buy cigarettes, and then throw them out immediately after.
I'm gonna do that tonight. What is something retarded I do all the time? I do a lot of retarded stuff.
I pick my belly button. That's pretty retarded. It's like
How often?
you look so disgusted. I'm
No, how
sorry.
often are you picking the belly button?
What are you getting out of there?
You got a flat stomach, bro. Mine's like a fucking
Lint?
There's like Mexican climbers in there.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like you hear
a bunch of tunneling Jews.
yeah,
in
you
there.
hear yodeling in the middle of the night. If you put instead of my stomach growling, it's just yodels.
Yeah,
The
it's like-
Chilean miners are finally found.
They're eating themselves inside there.
There's a
Yeah.
whole- this Malaysian flight, whatever the fuck is in there. This is that
Yeah.
soccer team
The
that
flight
went
to
missing.
Malaysia.
Like what? Yeah, it got lost in there. Like, what's your pant size?
My pant size 32.
I like that you repeated the question after.
Yeah.
I'm a 46.
46 what?
Waist 46
What
34.
is the length?
46 34.
Okay, it's not crazy.
That means that my waist is 14 inches bigger than
That means that
yours.
you're pear-shaped.
I'm super pear shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's a
bad.
whole market for that.
Pears are
There's no
delicious.
market
Probably
for
on
it.
OnlyFans, you should start one called Pear-Shaped Men.
Yeah, you should,
I don't think men can do OnlyFans.
there's plenty of them that do.
Like, you know how many gay guys subscribe to OnlyFans probably?
Yeah, it's just gay guy. Like,
Yeah.
if you're doing OnlyFans as a guy, you're just doing it for other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like these women doing OnlyFans are doing it for guys that they know. I don't
Would
think
you
they-
do a lesbian OnlyFans?
No, they just do OnlyFans. I'm sure lesbians subscribe to
Well,
their
would
stuff.
would you do? He's asking, would you do OnlyFans for only women to subscribe to?
Well, I wouldn't know who's subscribing, and I wouldn't care because it's a business.
I guess, yeah.
That's like racist. That's like saying I will have I will have a laundromat, but I will be upset if all my customers are Asian.
I don't see the correlation.
A customer is a
of,
customer.
A customer.
But you could also
Not
have
for your. Okay, a customer is a customer, but I feel like there's better.
Sex work is work too, Sam.
I'd rather sell drugs than pictures of my dick on the internet.
Okay, what if only gay men bought your drugs?
I wouldn't. I used to sell weed to a trans person.
See, then why would you care who you sold your nudes to?
I don't know.
Eric has a friend who sold his nudes as a child to get credit on Club Penguin.
Yeah.
That's
Why are you doing my bits
that-
on the pod?
I'm not. It's not a bit. I'm just telling him because we're
This is
talking.
one of my jokes.
Oh, he's-
It's so funny to me because it's true.
Yeah.
on how old was he?
10.
That's tough.
He sold it on the dark web though, and
Yeah.
to get money from random people to put it in his
I
Club Penguin
couldn't get
account.
on the dark web today.
Yeah. I don't-
This
I don't know how to
kid
do
getting
that.
on the dark web
He could like
to sell.
like, he could go on like our school. He could like hack into our school grade system and change everybody's grades. He did that also.
That's
He's 10?
gangster.
Yeah.
That's gangster.
Wow, that's a lot.
He
for
should have just made money from that. He didn't need. How much?
10-year-olds don't have a lot of money to give you though to change grades.
That is true.
They don't have. They don't have Penguin money.
Do you think that if his parents found out that happened,
They did, and he bought a house with the money because it was like he did it for a while.
much
He
money
did a
did he
while,
get?
and this was like when Bitcoin was worth like nothing. It's not a 10-year-old that I know now.
yeah, Club Penguin isn't around
No,
anymore.
he did it, and he like had like a Bitcoin wallet, and then he had like extra Bitcoin, and then he like stopped playing Club Penguin. He like forgot about Bitcoin, like, he didn't care anymore. And then over the pandemic, he went back and he looked at that Bitcoin wallet, and he had like millions of dollars in there
From his child
because
nudes.
the Bitcoin shot up in price, and so he like bought a house and stuff.
So he had to tell his parents this is where this money
I
came
don't know
from.
if that's how he told them. I don't know if he actually told them, but I'm assuming
They're gonna
how
be
the
like,
fuck did he
"Thank
buy a
God."
house?"
But who did he
Yeah.
find the men to sell them to?
On the dark web, there's like I guess there's like
And he was just like,
here's where you
and-
get sell,
and it was
here's-
literally so he could play Club Penguin.
it's so that he could buy all the.
I
in-game
played
purchases.
Webkins.
Yeah.
Remember Webkins?
What would you do for a webkin?
Oh,
Would you have
web-
done? Would you have sold the nude for a webkin?
I would have blown a grown man.
Would you? Yeah, right.
Fuck a picture. Get him. He's meeting me at the mall. You don't remember Webkit? They were like stuffed animals.
Yeah,
that
but
had
what
the
would you do
coat.
for a webkin? as a child? What do you think is the craziest thing you would have done when you're at your height of Webkin days?
Webkins? See, my parents were... I think my parents would buy me Webkins to get over the fact that they were like screaming and throwing shit.
Oh, so they're just like throw the headset on.
Yeah, so like give me a Webkins. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't have to do shit for a Webkins.
You were like, I lived through a divorce to get a Webkin.
I lived through a divorce to get Webkins. That's what, I'm a comedian now. That's. Do you remember the moment in life that you got fucked up enough to become a stand-up?
I always wanted to do it. So I guess I was always fucked up.
Yeah, but there's wanting to do it and then actually like pushing yourself to do it.
What happened was I did improv. And
this is why you have such a problem. You're doing Adderall and improv.
No, I got kicked out for drinking.
And doing Adderall?
Of UCB. It got let go, yeah. And I didn't like to yes and. I would just say no.
No but.
I would just say no, and they'd say you have to yes and I would say I'm not going to enable people that aren't funny. And then they said you can't do this here at UCB. They said also, are you drunk?
Wait, how are you? Why can't you do improv drunk?
Yeah, I feel like
it's like
that's
because you're in
the time
class.
to do it.
In class,
I'm not in middle school.
I agree.
Like what?
That's my extracurricular activity as an adult with no direction.
I identify as an alcohol. I identify as drunk. I'm allowed. If pronouns were around back then, the things I would do, I would go full method with all my pronouns.
You should be able to drink before, like
Yeah.
Comedy shows.
You can get high.
Yeah.
Do you think if you were stoned doing improv, they would say anything?
Well, I think then it's harder to get yes and because then you're like yes and that fell flat.
Yeah.
I used to do improv when I was 16, and then I started smoking weed, and
You're like, I'm not doing it.
yeah,
Because you're doing it. You're like, this is so stupid.
you can't take your it's the
Brain
taking your.
starts editing other people's shit.
No, I'm just in there and I'm like having secondhand embarrassment for everyone, for myself. I'm just like, I get all improv makes me all nervous. And I was just like, this girl in my improv class was, because I just wasn't really playing with anybody else in the class. As they like, they like to play.
Yeah.
I actually did an improv class recently. This guy, I acted in a movie, and this guy who's one of the main characters in the movie was like, I know you're a comedian. I go to improv all the time. I do drop-ins at the Pit. Do you want to come with me one day? And I was like, no. And then he asked again. I was like, honestly, yes. I would love to see what goes on. And I went. You pay like $30 to drop-in class with a teacher. It's a bunch of fucking...
Wait, you paid?
It's a bunch of fucking nerds, and this is their life.
You did a bringer improv?
And I went with him, and they had like a teacher. They're like, this is our favorite teacher. And in it, we're like doing our exercises, and then we're like sitting on the seats waiting before we go on again. And my friend looks over at me, he goes, could you fucking tone it down?
Tone what down?
My behavior in class.
Oh.
Because I was just really going for it. Like, I never broke at all. I would just be there, and someone would start talking to me, and I'd be like, I know what you're doing. You're giving me the look like you're going to rape me.
It has to be PG-13. Improv
And they were like, what?
PG-13.
And I'm like, I already lost the baby. And they're like, because they're like, what time do you want to go to Caleb's birthday party? I'm like, I already lost the child. I don't even want to be alive anymore. And they're like getting so upset.
Can you cry on command?
Yes.
You got real close right there.
Yeah, I can cry.
You're a good actress.
Thank you. I could cry right now.
That's scary.
It's great for manipulating people.
Yeah, it is. Have you ever used that as like that is like a supervillain power? A woman who can cry on command?
I just hope that people come to the show tonight. They're going to want it.
You could pretend to be one of Jeff Dunham's puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. You didn't answer the question.
Yes, I can cry on command.
No, the other. Have you used that against someone before?
No, but sometimes Eric, you've said to me that I was fake crying before.
Yeah. I mean, well,
He's caught me.
Yeah, I caught her.
What about?
Oh, she just, just trying to...
Bored, trying to gaslight him for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Gaslighting, they should have never come up with that term.
No, like sometimes I'll be home. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, really, chips and salsa. I'm so hungry. Yeah.
If I see a baby doing that, I'm gonna go scream in their face. Stop gaslighting
Oh,
me.
babies love to lie.
Stop fucking gaslighting me.
Yeah,
Like a toddler. He's just
Dude, I have the funniest video to show you. So babies like always like to fake cry. It's like my sister has kids, and sometimes she'll be like, "Oh yeah, she's fake crying," and they get real good at it.
Have you ever thought about having a baby on this podcast?
Interviewing a baby. I only if we can do DMT together.
Right?
Dude, DMT with a baby just comes out speaking like fucking Charles Dickens.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yo, she's crazy. Yo, for people watching this, it's a baby for like soccer player flying backwards.
Yeah, anyone touches her toy, she'll just go. Flah!
Have you ever thought about having a baby?
Whoa, you just fucking turned it. Dude, that was fucking nuts. That callback. Dude. Oh my god.
I don't want a baby. I don't want a baby.
You mean like give birth to a baby on the podcast, Eric?
Personally,
You want him to? You brought this up. So have you ever thought about having a baby on the podcast? He doesn't know how
what
to.
did you mean by that?
Yeah, deliver a child?
No, bringing a baby.
Like
on as
interviewing
guest.
a child.
Yes, interviewing a baby.
That's not a good look for their future.
I guess not.
You're so worried about children's futures. That's what I love about you. It's how worried you are about these babies' futures.
I minored in peace and social justice in college.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I just took the easiest classes I could, and when I was graduating, they're like, "You know, you have enough credits," because I was taking like gay horror movies. Was a class.
Where did you go to college?
Wheaton College.
Oh, that's a good school. What's a gay horror movie?
All of them. If you're fucking, I just thought.
Oh, they would just break them down. They'd be like subliminal gay messages.
Yeah, they would be. That's why I want to see fucking titties out on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because it would be like that dude was really just chasing dick. That's what they would teach us, and then we'd have,
That's so
and then we
funny.
just
You
have to
should
write
talk
an
about that on
essay.
stage.
I've never really done that.
That's so funny.
And then I just took all those easy ass classes because I could just get high and really it's really easy to bullshit that stuff.
No, you can just lie.
It's easy to watch a horror movie and be like, "This is gay for the following reasons."
Oh my god! Right now, it's the gayest horror movie.
What is?
Yeah.
It's the gayest.
I mean,
Something's wrong with the Johnsons. I think that's what it's called.
the Johnsons.
Yeah, there shouldn't be more than one Johnson
Yeah, they have
together.
erectile dysfunction.
Something's wrong with Johnsons being
I think
together.
that's
Yeah, pray the gay away.
It's one of Ari
What's a gay
Aster's first
horror
movies.
What's a good gay? I should remember. I studied this.
Oh, I know a really gay a horror film that's really gay.
What?
Brokeback Mountain.
That's
Shit is
horrific.
What was the scariest
I've
part?
never
The
seen
gay
that
stuff.
movie.
Oh, the strange thing.
the
about
gay
the
stuff was
Johnsons.
scary.
I had a friend in college who watched it and then would like make fun of it all the time.
Yeah.
But then I was like, why were you watching
Seen
it?
it so much. Yeah.
And why do you know it so
the best
well?
the best line in it is he goes, "I wish I knew how to quit you." Yeah.
You know what's super
You know what's
funny
the best, the funniest movie ever to rewatch is Armageddon. Have you seen that lately?
No.
Dude, when Ben Affleck is going to the plane, to the space shuttle to leave, he starts singing a cappella to Liv Tyler in the terminal, and he's like, "All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go." You know that song?
Yeah.
I'm standing here, and just a cappella for like 2 minutes.
You know that scene in Elf where she sings to everybody?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. To bring the Christmas cheer up so
Yeah.
the sled can work.
Yeah, I thought.
Did you work at a Macy's?
I thought you said so the slut could work, not the sled. I was like, Zoe Deschanel's a nice
the
woman.
slut could work.
This fucking slut
Don't let those
singing.
bangs fool you. She's a whore.
I could never watch that scene because someone singing publicly where they shouldn't gives me
you?
such secondhand embarrassment.
It's like improv.
I get such secondhand embarrassment, but I say crazy shit on stage and I don't care.
What's the craziest thing you've said on stage that you regret? Besides the N word.
I've never said the N word on stage.
Just on your podcast.
Personally,
You're like, just in traffic.
What's the craziest thing I've said? I I have a joke about my grandfather might have died of fentanyl, and I did it in my grandmother's hometown, and then someone knew him and was like, "Is that true?" And then I was like, "I wish I didn't say that." Because my grandfather was in an old folks home, and they fucking gave him oxy and fentanyl.
Really?
Yeah, but legally he didn't die of anything, so we couldn't sue him. But I was like, you prescribed him oxy and fentanyl, and then he just died mysteriously one day.
Yeah, was he doing okay? I mean, if they're
Yeah, he was just like an old dude. He was.
I want to get old.
So you could do fentanyl.
Some fent.
I have a friend that
I can't wait to get old. Where's this home?
You think you ever done fentanyl? Have you ever done fentanyl?
No.
I know people who do it just fentanyl.
Last time I was in rehab, that was everyone's drug of choice, fentanyl.
Fentanyl?
That they didn't even do it. They were like, they would see someone who did heroin, they'd be like, "Okay, Grandpa."
What
Still
does
doing
fentanyl
heroin?
feel like?
It's like very strong. It's like very like strong heroin.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they wanted heroin, but they can't. No one can find heroin anymore.
Have you done
so they
heroin?
Do fentanyl. No. So they do fentanyl, and then, yeah, like this one guy could only get fentanyl, so he moved to New Jersey from Florida because he knew there was still heroin in New Jersey.
That's the craziest tourist.
He was like, he's like, there's no heroin left in Florida. I'm going to Jersey.
I can't say the name. I wish I could say names on this podcast, but I can't. I had a pretty well-known rapper on the podcast, and my friend's an ex-junkie, and he came up to me, and he's like, "Did you have so-and-so on the podcast?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "That dude used to sell the best heroin in the fucking state." And I was like, damn, that's someone who's not lying about their reps.
Yeah. No, I've been to rehab with like crazy people that like, I've been to rehab with like super rich kids that have heroin problems, and it's like, all these heroin addicts all end up in the same sketchy fucking situations trying to get heroin. Like, it'll be like a billionaire, and then like before you know it, this billionaire is like putting his girlfriend like on Backpage to suck someone's dick to get heroin. And you're like, wow, you've fallen. And then he's like selling the girlfriend to like some like kid who grew up with no money. I'm like, heroin is really bringing everyone together.
Oh my god.
It really brings class together though.
It's sadder than the Club Penguin shit.
Yeah,
at least that kid got a house out of it. That's fucking.
I'm just talking about one of my ex-boyfriends.
Oh my god.
He got cut off.
What?
Oh, he didn't put me on Backpage.
Oh, okay.
That was a girl I met in rehab.
Oh my god.
I can't believe it's like cocaine. A lot of people have paid for sex. I know a lot of people who have bought prostitutes.
Have you?
Never.
Sam, it's okay.
Never.
Do you need to borrow a hotel room
I
later?
definitely. Not that. No.
While I'm on stage, we're gonna come back and be like, just a minute.
I've never.
Yeah,
I mean, I've probably bought dinners I didn't want to get. Yeah. Which is
Do you say the
technically.
word pussy in your set?
I think, yeah.
I say vagina.
I think it's.
The vagina?
vagina.
Pussy's a funny word coming from my
I
voice.
used to think it was like disgusting. And
What
then
did you
I thought
say?
For longer, and I was like, fucking pussy.
What did you say? You
I wouldn't
just,
even use the word cunt.
Really?
Now it's funny.
wait, but like, what did you call a vagina?
Just didn't talk about vaginas.
In life, you never mentioned it once? What word would you use?
FRO.
Fro? Fro's a good, yo.
Fro.
That's, yo, I like fro.
You know what I call the pussy? Second string butthole.
I call it third string, and it tested positive for coke.
What's second string?
Mouth?
You really don't like vagina. What's the gayest thing you've ever? I want to have a podcast, and at the end of it, I just say, "What's the gayest thing you've ever done?"
What is the gayest thing I've ever done? I do yoga every morning.
No,
and
I meant with another man.
I got really fucked up at a party once, and everyone at the party had a cuddle puddle. So it was like guys and girls.
Was everyone on ecstasy or something?
No, we were just drunk.
I have a
I know. Isn't that weird?
That's like a thing.
No, I have a friend whose brother was like sober for years, and then he started doing Molly, and he started going to cuddle parties.
Yeah, that's it.
Got like addicted to cuddling and Molly.
They don't fuck?
They just cuddle and I think they wear costumes.
Is it like an orgy, but it's like an asexual orgy?
I had a friend who he went on like a date with a girl, and then she was like, let's take ecstasy. He was like, all right, and it was like a Wednesday, and then she was just like trying to cuddle him the whole time, and then like the next day she's like telling him like she loves him, and she's like she just wants to come over and do more ecstasy and cuddle more.
One time I went to my friend's house and she's obsessed with watching G2, Gremlins 2.
You said G2 like it was like a YouTube channel. Gremlins obsessed with Gremlins 2.
Obsessed, but you have to be on ketamine to watch it, she says, and do whippets. And then you have to wear a G2 t-shirt. So she has all these t-shirts of
That's someone with autism.
with gremlins on it, and I'm wearing it, watching G2, and we just have a whippet tank, a tank of nitrous, and just all this ketamine, and she's just like, isn't this the best? And I'm just like, this is great.
You could put on any movie to a ketamine.
No, it has to be G2.
Why? What about G2?
I don't know. G1 is
You
a no.
did it though.
Yeah,
what
I know.
About?
I never even saw G1. She said I didn't need to.
But like G2, did you have that experience? That religious experience?
I was so fucked up. I was on ketamine and whippets. Couldn't even focus on G2.
Yeah.
And then like I look over and she's doing a whippet and she's like quoting the movie as the whippet's coming out. She's like, another gremlin. And she's like hysterically laughing, and I'm like, what the fuck? She was like quoting along while she was doing a whippet. I was like, this is so scary.
Yeah, and then like 15 years later, her kids are like, "What was like your 20s like?" And she was like, "Well, I used to do a lot of ketamine and watch G2."
All her kids are fucking named after the gremlins
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
That's crazy. Ketamine's another one.
See, picture.
People look at me crazy because I've done DMT, but like,
Oh, this girl hits a DMT pen all day.
I've never done ketamine. I've never done coke.
This girl hits a DMT pen all day. Like I was with her.
Yeah, there's no reason.
I was with her, and then she was just like, we were in the car, and I was like, "Oh, can I hit that? Is that a weed pen?" She's like, "No, it's DMT." I was like, "You've been at my house all weekend. You've just been smoking DMT all day." And she's like, "Yeah,
My friend left his DMT pen in an Uber.
yeah."
Imagine being the kid thinking you found a weed pen.
That's so funny. Gremlin.
And you're fucking, because you're gonna take a
sucks,
and then you're blasting off in the back of a.
That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like ketamine, because like, it doesn't hit right away. So I'm always just like wanting more and more and more, and then before I know it, I'm in a K-hole.
Why does it make you want to roll around on the floor? Everyone I know,
I start projectile vomiting always.
and you.
I always go into K-holes because I can't stop. Once I start doing it, I can't stop. I do lines and they're like, it's not coke, and I'm like, let me live.
I went into the woods. My friend went into a K-hole while I was in the woods, and I had to carry him out.
Oh, you can't. Eric's never been in one, right?
Horrible place.
You
Yeah.
been in a K-hole?
No.
It's one of the. You don't.
Are you like his shaman, his
don't
drug
think you'll ever
shaman?
Be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've done ketamine a few times, and it's like I've had like times where it's like me and a friend, we just like split like a gram and did all of it.
Sitting in an apartment. Not
sitting
even watching G2.
No, we had 300 playing, which is also a good movie.
Tonight we dine in hell.
That's
Yeah.
better than G2.
Yeah, 300, because at least there's like the slow motion sequences, so you can kind of catch up.
Or
and
you can
see
just
where
do
you're at.
G.
Just gremlins.
Gremlins.
Just gremlins.
No, GHB.
Gremlins is a good movie. I like it.
I don't remember movies. I
You
don't.
quoted like 3 today.
What Elf?
You quoted Elf. We talked about Mrs. Doubtfire. You
I didn't quote Miss
You
Doubtfire.
quoted another movie right when I was walking in. I can't remember what it was. To Eric, you were like, you were like, it was like something. You were comparing your life to Aaron Brockovich.
That might have been the energy.
You were saying you had the
That
same
might-
stress level right now as Aaron.
That might have been the energy I was giving off, but that's not. Back to fucking the DMT. You see shit. Have you ever done it?
I did it like once. I smoked it out of a bomb. I was like drinking. I barely remember.
I saw a baby shoot a rocket ship off his shoulder like a RPG last night.
Oh, this happened just last
Your
night.
head.
Yeah, like it's not. That sounds like a crazy person though.
Sorry,
I shouldn't.
What time do you have to go set up? Just so you know, he has bring free camera setup so you can get a good tape.
Oh, really?
There.
Oh, so you know how to like... That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I do.
Hopefully people show up.
Yeah, I could probably go. I'll go over.
Friday was the bad show.
Let's go steal the Jeff Dunham fans and try to get them over.
I mean, I don't even know. Like, last time when I came around Friday, there were so few people. I was like, I'm not doing an hour.
Yeah.
For 20 people. I was also really hungover.
This woman was coming out of the hotel talking about seeing Jeff Dunham, and then she started laughing, and it was the worst laugh ever. That I was like, thank God I'm not at a comedy show with that.
With her.
With a horrible laugh? Nothing worse than a bad laugh.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to live with.
See how many comedians they booked on the show tonight. We're bumping people. Don't worry, guys.
I'm doing 5 minutes.
No, you're featuring.
This has been Bucked Up.
Oh, we're done?
I don't know. It seems you were right. This does seem like we're in like a porn, and I'm interviewing you guys before. This is weird. This is
you make money off.
Yeah.
Off us.
Cucked up.
Cucked up.
So that other guy I just found out he's doing a 5-minute guest spot. So we're fine. Preach. What the fuck does this mean? What's preach?
Appreciate it.
All I wrote was, what spot are you doing? And you wrote preach. Like, appreciate me? What does that mean?
I think so.
This has been Bucked Up. Sorry, that laugh was like the Jeff.
That was the Jeff Dunham laugh. Uh-oh, I said I don't want to do the spot anymore. He can have my time.
See if Jeff Dunham will give you a guest spot.
Killing that.
Yeah.
I saw Jeff Dunham when I was a kid.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You saw him last night, too, when you were on DMT.
I was asked to go on a date to see Jeff Dunham last night,
I thought
actually.
with Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
That was the gay
I thought one
singer.
of his puppets were asking.
A 40-year-old woman asked me to go see Jeff Dunham last night.
Yeah. And what did you say?
No.
Why?
I don't like older women.
You like him young.
Why don't you like older women?
Because if you're over 35 and you want to hook up with a 26-year-old, or let's say 40, then something, especially one like me, like I'm self-aware enough that
I'm 9 years older than Eric.
How old are you guys?
I'm 34. You just hit the cuff on that one.
I say,
Good thing you changed that number. I wanted to bury you into a hole with questions before that.
how old are you? I can't do math.
He's almost 26.
Oh, all right, I'm 26.
Yeah.
Is that weird? Do I look a lot older than him?
No, you guys look like the same age.
Thank God.
But you guys are also both comedians.
You're not gonna get out of this.
I don't like someone who, if I'm 26, I don't want someone who's like 40.
Or 34 like me. So you're saying there's not a chance.
No, there's not. There's not at all.
So disrespectful.
Well, you like him young and dumb and like.
No, I like them
Full
my
of cum.
age.
In
Young
high
and
school.
dumb and full of cum.
In high school.
In high school.
Middle school?
Maybe if you were more successful, you could have gone to Epstein's place.
That's like, it's wild. I don't even have a sponsorship with Blue Chew, but they just send me free Blue Chew.
Oh, that's cool.
I think they're
It's
like,
like this guy needs to get laid.
or like my
Yeah.
fans are too ugly, and I need it for the fans I'm getting.
They see pictures of you and they're like, this guy's not getting hard.
What
on his own.
chick is listening to my podcast?
Some 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
Someone, and this is not the reason I asked you to do the podcast. So a female comedian in Boston was like, you need to have more women on your podcast. And I was like, why? Do you think gonna make them listen to, like, I don't think.
No.
What is the
Do you have a lot of
listenership on
female
this?
fans?
My fans.
My fans are 50-50. Like 50.
Oh, I thought you meant 50-year-old men.
What's yours? Because we were comparing this the other night in New York with different comics. Because you can see in your thing what your whatever your
50-50,
percentage.
which is
Mine's
crazy.
49%, 50%.
Mine's like 90% dudes, 10% chicks.
Yeah, I have 49% women, 50% men.
That's good.
I'm a
All my fans just look like me, but fatter.
I love that.
You're the king.
I am. They're like,
You're their fearless leader.
rappers would talk to someone like me?
You're their fearless leader.
Yeah, I'm like, West Side Gun with like a nerdy white guy? And then...
You should have a meetup, and it's like you walking down the street, and they're all riding behind you on rascal scooters.
That is my fan base.
Yeah, you're just like this, and they're like, he can walk.
How would you describe your fans?
Mentally ill. Mentally ill.
Have you met any fans of mine? I don't have
Yeah,
many.
I have.
It's a lot of, but then also I get like a lot of like hot girls randomly, and then like a lot of strange men.
I'm back on the show tonight.
Hot girls and strange.
I'm back, baby.
Hot girls and strange men. That's my fan base. So but they would never like each other. Like the female fans would never get along with the male fans.
Oh yeah,
which is interesting.
That's like I have a lot of like super Black Power fans, like 5%, Nation of Islam. Oh, and I'm like, they don't like me, but they like who I talk to, so they're
gonna love me.
I don't think they're listening to this episode. It's so funny. I do get good listens, but then I do the comedy episodes, and the listens are shit. It doesn't matter. Like, the listens are always shit on the comedy.
You're old, you're not fuckable, and nobody's listening to this episode.
I didn't even want to do the podcast.
I didn't want to do the podcast. I gotta tell you, the show you're doing tonight is gonna be terrible.
I'm so sorry. No.
Fine, Sam.
Are you gaslighting me right now? Of course.
It's just like I was doing something really nice by having you on the podcast.
Having you on the podcast.
No, on my show, man, I'm getting like stressed out because I was just trying. And it's like,
You probably just did a podcast with that other guy.
Yeah. The big opener.
If a guy could fake cry, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's the gayest thing. Fake cry.
Fake. Okay. See, now I'm gay. It never stops. This has been bucked up.
I don't know. I want to count how many times gay and retarded were said on this episode.
I don't think that many.
We didn't even talk about
compared to some podcasts.
trans once.
Get those numbers up.
That's what your whole fan base is trans.
Yeah, we need to have this.
Your whole fan base are trans drug addicts that you sell weed to.
Yeah, we need to hide this from the algorithm as much as possible.
Vaccine.
COVID was a myth.
That'd be a hard DJ drop.
COVID was a myth.
This has been Bucked Up.
Yeah. Hey.